Alright guys, hello, I'm bringing you some more of the finals. We actually have game 2 right now between TTOne, who's the protoss player in the bottom left, against LiquidJinro, the Terran player in the top right. Now, the map is Xel'Naga Caverns, so we're basically just going to see a PvT on Xel'Naga Caverns. It's pretty simple, it's a good matchup. Now, I want to say that Jinro did something really interesting in the last game. He went for a push that Pult Prime used in the in one of the GSLs, and he did it pretty effectively. And also, Jinro was doing the same thing he did last game, where he had all of his SCVs mining from the optimal mineral patches only. You can see right now he's doubled up on these closer mineral patches as opposed to using all the mineral patches over here. So really, he's actually doing a lot of just little tiny micro stuff in the beginning of the game when normally nobody does anything. Like, he's not doing that sock folding trick where you like right click on this to give yourself 7% more minerals early on. Like, I've seen Cloud do that, but Jinro's not bothering to do that. While TT1 is just mining normally, just going for whatever patches are open the probes go to, they'll mine from. So let's just see, we do see a 13 gate, just like last game. And so he's going to have constant probe production while he's teching up. And Jinro is just going for normal timings with like the 10 supply depot, 12 barracks, and now he's putting down the 14 refinery. So everything is pretty simple from both players early on. Just kind of cool is that Jinro, just look at the difference in these two mineral patches. He's at 1300 and this one's at 1490. So he's really making sure to mine from the close patches only. Like, I wonder if he's going to mule these far distant patches so that they mine faster in relation to the closer patches. So that's something I'm going to probably forget to keep an eye on, but I'm going to do my best to. We do have a scout coming from both players. Jinro is actually going to get to TT1's earlier. So TT1 seems to scout very, very late. Let's just see how this actually is going to shape up. We do have Cybernetics core going down now. And with good placement, just to prevent Hellions from running around back here, he did place the Cybernetics core and the pylon. So that's going to help him a lot if Jinro does decide to Hellion harass. Now we can just look at the waypoints for a second. I'm curious if he's going to grab it before this last waypoint. Nope. Yep, he does. And now he's going to continue running around. So Jinro is just continuing to play normally. He does have supply depots out. He's getting actually a really fast tech lab. He might actually be either going for early Marauder pressure or for Reapers. If he's going for Reapers, then this building placement back here is actually going to hurt Jinro and allow TT1 to defend it much more easily than he would have normally. But now let's just see, we do have Zealots that's not going to catch up to this SCV. The SCV will just run away and survive. Zealots should probably be pulled back soon. This Marine is out. And, oh, look at this. TT1's actually going to get into the main base of Jinro. He's going to see the Marauder come out. He's going to see that the concussive shells are actually coming out. Actually, he probably won't see that concussive shells are coming out, but he will see the Marauder as it pops, which will actually help him a lot. And Jinro's actually going to be using the Marauder. There we go. It's going to kill the SCV. He's actually going to take 2 hits on this SCV. But now here we go. Fast command center from Jinro, just waiting for the probe to die before building the command center. And Jinro could actually put on a little bit of early pressure with this concussive shells. Might be waiting for the second Marauder before pushing out, but that could do a lot of damage because TT1 doesn't have a ton out. He's getting some stalkers. But by the time Jinro actually gets to his main base, I'm pretty sure TT1 will be just fine. Here we go. He does have the Marines and the Marauders right there. He's getting 2 more barracks. So we can have a 3 barracks fast expand. And Jinro's, I guess he's not going to push out, but check this out. TT1's going for his expansion right now. Jinro could actually hit him right now because he sees the expansion going up. It does see what's, yep, he's going to do that. He is going to use his 2 Marines and 2 Marauders to start pressuring this expansion right now. And yep, I'm kind of waiting to see. Yeah, he's got the barracks already rallied to his back Marauder. That's gonna be good, and he's gonna pull back. And oh, he's actually just gonna start taking out these destructible rocks with gold. So TT1 might actually be going up against a really economically oriented Terran. Because if Jinro takes this base really soon, that would be a little ridiculous, especially if he uses a planetary fortress to help him hold this spot. That could be crazy. But yeah, the Marauders are here. They're actually doing a lot of damage to Circle Rocks. But now let's just move on here and see that TT1's actually got a really good army placement right now, just having these guys here. 1 sentry is now, so he'll actually be able to force up the ramp if Hellions decide to come up and harass. But really, there's no, I don't see any factories quite yet, so it seems like Jinro's just trying to macro up, using his 3 barracks, and then using his command center. Does have enough for an orbital command, and yep, there it is. There is the orbital command. So TT1 is going to go up, see this expansion, and Jinro's going to have to do something. So he's going to kill... Oh, it's going to get all the way into the main. This probe is going to be able to do a ton of stuff, just in terms of scouting. But yeah, these Marines will be able to kill it, and Stim is actually almost done. But yeah, Jinro could just split up his Marines and just take out the probe easily. Up there goes, it dies. But still, Stim is now out, so Jinro is going to have a very powerful little infantry force with these guys having Stim pack as well as concussive shells. No combat shield yet, but I would be surprised if that's going to end up coming soon. It's actually researching right now. So I'm going to guess that the second combat shield is done, Jinro's going to try and push out, which is going to be smart. Bunker is being placed, and TT1 is just continuing to macro up. He's getting a couple more of these sentries, and he's really starting to use this this expansion. He's got fairly good saturation. Look at the income. He's got a lot more harvesters than Jinro does. He's actually even up in the income, even with the mules that are out. So really good job by TT1 in order to actually be able to have this going on. And oh, that's unfortunate. The second he puts down the robo, there is a SCV that actually comes by and scouts the robo. This is the danger of always having tech buildings at your natural, because someone can just walk up and see it, like that SCV just did. But now we do have 4 warp gates. We have a 4 warp gate robotics facility. It's actually a pretty passive game so far. No really pressure is getting put on by either player. But Jinro's actually got a really good spread on his units here. So no matter which pathway TT1 would attack on, he'll have units ready just to just concave either one of these ramps. Like you can see, he's actually maybe trying to consolidate to go for a push, but no, he's going to continue spacing out his units in a better spot. He might actually be, I don't know if he's going to scout with this or just decide to do something else. But TT1 is actually going to have a spotter pylon back here, which is really, really smart. But his SCV is actually just going to control the watchtower and keep an eye on everything as it goes on. And TT1 is, I don't know if he's going to scout with this probe or do some proxy stuff, or just expand up here. This would be an interesting expansion if TT1 tries to take it. But let's just see. Jinro is going to move up. He's teching up to have a lot of tech labs. So it seems that he's going to go for just a Marine Marauder medevac build with heavy on the Marauders, because he is getting a medevac out. And if you look at his Marauder to Marine ratio, it's fairly in favor of the Marauders. And Marauders will actually destroy Colossi. If the Marauders can enclose the distance and not get outranged or kited by the Colossi, they'll actually be able to wreck them. But now here we go. We do have this Immortal that's about to pop, and it's actually gets seen by the scan. If Jinro was looking at that moment, he'll see that the Immortal came out and not Colossi, but he's actually going to scan, and I think he can see the Colossi with that scan. Let's just look. Yep, he sees the I just accidentally clicked on the replay bar. Whoops. So yeah, let's just forget that happened. And yep. So now we're actually about to see Alright, there. That's gonna help. And now, alright. So now we're gonna move out and see that Jinro is just continuing to push out with these guys. And he's got a ghost now. Very interesting. So we are gonna have a ghost. So EMP will be available, and we're actually just going to see these guys push out. They're fully upgraded now. Combat Shield is out. Medevac is out. And TT1 does see the attack. TT1 does have an Immortal there, so the Immortal will help a little bit with the Marauders, but the EMP that Jinro is able to use could just completely nullify the Immortal shields, but the Ghost is running around behind the army. It's kind of interesting, but let's just continue to see what's going on. Jinro is getting his expansion up here. There is a proxy pylon here that I'm sure Jinro is actually about to... There we go. Jinro does see it. He's going to take it out. Vikings are now out, so that's going to help deal with the Colossi, but the Marauder count is actually going to be able to deal with the Colossi on its own. But with all these Zealots to tank the damage from the Marauders, TT1 is probably going to be able to hold off a push. And Jinro is just going to take out this spotter pylon as well. But let's just see. His army is mainly here. He doesn't have a huge army. Like TT1 is a much better army, but Jinro is actually doing a good job of just taking off whatever vision TT1 can get. So Jinro is going to be able to do a good job with that, and he's got more Vikings coming out. Command center is almost done, so Jinro is actually doing a good job of actually out-expanding the Protoss at this point. Like now, TT1 is going to start taking out these destructible rocks, prep to get his third at the gold expansion, but look at this. Jinro already has his destructor rocks gone. He's got his command center here, and he's got a drop going on. So let's just see how this drop is going to fare. Just keep an eye on that. And now TTOne is starting to prep to get his Nexus over here. But there was a scan, seeing that there was prepping to get this down. We're actually about to have an engagement in the middle. Probe does die, but the command center is actually starting to get attacked by the Stalkers. And Jinro might not have enough to this. Where is this kiting? Oh, there's no kiting. Oh, we do have the Ghost here. The Ghost can start doing some EMPs, but really, Jinro's just going to have to run away and retreat, because this army is just too big for him to deal with. He lost almost nothing. But the medevac did do its drop, and it's actually taking stuff out back here. These units are going to die. Jinro should start kiting these. Oh, he's going to run away. But, oh, he could do so much damage right now. But he's just going to pull back. But right now, we can see that the Ghost Academy, it does not have a nuke, unfortunately. But we do have all of these barracks are producing. Factory's doing nothing. Starport's getting double medevacs. 4 Vikings are out. Let's look at the counter for a second. TT1's actually really heading the food. He's got about a 15 food lead. And look at the units lost tab. You can actually see that their resource counter for units lost is about identical. Their units lost are identical, only the 75 resource difference. But now, actually just got put into... Oh wait, never mind. We went right back to even then. But really, TT1 is losing a couple units for free. We do have this Marine that's going to block this expansion from going down. Will TT1 actually cancel the pylon? I guess not. But oh no, he's not going to cancel the pylon. But Jinro does lose this Marine. And we can see that, really, TT1's in a good spot right now. But, okay, so these guys are going to come here, take out these pylons, which is not going to supply block TT1, but it's going to take away some scout information and some safety for taking away this third base. But now, oh, another pylon went down, so TT1 actually is supply blocked right now. Let's just continue. But this Viking is about to die. Is it going to die? It's going to die. No, TT1's not going to kill it. But Jinro is actually going to push in and get cornered. Oh, he's going to get hit by his Colossi. Oh, this is not good for him. He's getting completely sandwiched, but he's actually blocked in. Oh, all these Zealots are in the back, unable to do a ton of damage. So now Jinro's actually got a lot of his army here. He takes out the Colossi, but there's just too much TT1. He's going to completely overrun Jinro in this attack, and the Stalk's going to move in. Jinro stims again. He can't even load into the medevac because the medevac just died. But this these Zealots and Amoros can completely wreck all of these Marauders that are left. And that was not a good exchange for Jinro. Jinro is now in a very tough spot. This Viking is the only survivor of that entire fight. But, oh, another drop back here, but Jinro's just going to retreat. Zealots here did a good job of actually blocking. We actually have Stalkers in the back here, as well as a Photon Cannon. So TT1 is doing pretty well against these drops, but TT1 does not have a third. Neither does Jinro. Jinro was forced to rebuild his command center over here. Now he's going to try and get the gold. But this is looking pretty good for TT1. TT1 is now even going to start distance mining from here because his main is essentially out of minerals. He's got a lot of probes still here, and he's fully saturated at his natural, so he's just going to start distance mining here to get the income that he can. But now here we go. That Marauder just dies to this TT1's army. We do have 2 Colossi that are out. They do have extended thermal lance, and Jinro's not going to be able to get up any bunkers in time. This is going to... Oh, good EMP, but there's just so much of TT1 that the EMP might not matter. The Vikings are taking out a Colossi. They're going to start working on the other Colossi. There's a lot of Marauders on the field. But really, TT1 is doing so well with his attack. Planetary Fortress might actually start finishing. But TT1 is just pushing in so hard. And Jinro is being forced to pull back. Look at it. All of his Marauders are in the red. It's going to take them no time at all to die. Just one thing. Yep, one Colossi strike takes out a couple of them. And there's GG from Jinro. Let's move on to the next game. It does seem that we're tied 1-1.